Welcome to The Authentic Voice, a space for women ready to own their strength, find their voice, and rewrite their stories. I'm your host, Melissa Ann Palmer, women's fiction author and clinical social worker. Whether you're here for a deep dive into mental health, personal growth, or our monthly journaling series, I'm so glad you're joining me today to explore what it means to live and write with heart. Let's get into today's episode. Today, we're talking about a therapist's journey into the power of fiction, creating stories that offer a quiet, uplifting escape for the real world. You know, sitting in the therapy chair over the years as a clinical social worker, I've had the immense privilege of walking alongside so many people as they navigate some really heavy, complex stuff. And if there's one thing I've seen firsthand, it's that the struggles we carry are so deeply real. They aren't something you can just snap out of or brush under the rug. And we all have them, don't we? Whether it's that quiet anxiety that whispers in the dark and keeps you tossing and turning at 2 a.m., or the absolute roaring storm of trauma and loss that threaten to completely knock you off your feet. We all face these battles that test every single ounce of our resilience. But honestly, through all of it, after years of sitting with people in their darkest hours, the one truth that consistently keeps showing up is that we are so much stronger than we give ourselves credit for. We have this incredible capacity to endure even when we feel entirely broken. Seeing that resilience up close is exactly what lit a fire under me to start writing. I truly believe that so much of our healing happens when we see our own messy, beautiful lives reflected back at us in someone else's story. Think about it. When we read a book, we get to go into this unique empathic journey. We step into the shoes of a character, and it does something magical. It lets us process our own pain, face our own fears, and gain these little light bulb insights from a safe, gentle distance without it quite feeling so raw or overwhelming. That's exactly why I choose to write women's fiction focused on healing and hope. I don't want to write fluff, but I also don't want to leave people in despair. I want to tell stories that hold up a mirror to what it actually feels like to be human, and to remind us that even in the absolute darkest moments of our lives, there's always a flicker of light, a path toward recovery, and an inner strength just waiting to be discovered. Take my debut novel, Dance of the Firefly, for example. I really wanted to dive into the emotional reality of a woman named Emma. On the outside, things might look one way, but on the inside, she's completely trapped in an abusive relationship. Her journey in the book takes so much raw, terrifying courage because, as anyone who has been there knows, she doesn't just have to find the strength to physically walk out the door and leave her abuser. That's often just the first step. Then she has to embark on the really hard, ongoing work of emotional liberation. She has to untangle her mind and rebuild her sense of self from scratch. Emma's story is the story of so many women I know. It's a testament to the human spirit's capacity for survival and transformation. I wanted to write her journey as a gentle reminder to anyone listening that even when you feel completely alone in the dark, and even when you think you have nothing left to give, that spark to heal and to change your narrative is already inside you. It's just waiting for you to nurture it. Before we go, I want to leave you with this week's permission slip. This ticket grants you permission to skip the dishes one night and watch funny cat videos on YouTube instead. And you can find a digital copy of that ticket and all the links in the show notes. If today's episode resonated with you, I'd love for you to subscribe and share it with a woman in your life who is finding her own voice. For more deep dives and to join our community, head over to my Substack, The Authentic Voice. I'm Melissa Ann Palmer, and remember, your voice is the most authentic thing you own. I'll see you next time.